behind the line. 3, 2, 1, crescendo!
And match to see is now underway. Begins with Autobots on the Red Alliance scoring their preloaded note in the amp, trying to grab another, unfortunately not quite keeping a hold of it. Red Alliance, however, scoring 3 notes total on Autonomous, and Blue Alliance picking up 4. And on that Blue Alliance, Red Tie Robotics grabbing another note from their own speaker side and handily tossing that into Blue's speaker. Meanwhile, Alliance partners Deep Blue have a hold of one themselves. Red Tie, though, already going back once again and scoring again in Blue's speaker. And despite each alliance having scored 6 game pieces apiece, it is Blue who has the lead. And on the Red Alliance trying to make that up, Autobots getting yet another note scored on the amp. Phantom Cats, meanwhile, coming back from across field with a note, unfortunately losing their grip of it, but they are quickly able to grab that again. Seems like they are heading over to their amp. Meanwhile, 9519 Demoraz Robotics on the Red Alliance approaching their speaker, and they do manage to get that scored into a now amplified red speaker. And that's enough to bring our Red Alliance's score closer, down by just 5 points for the time being. Seems like Demoraz is across field, coming back with a note, trying to do the same, although they will have to make their way around the defense of 4669 with those wings spread wide. With a minute to go, Blue Alliance is ahead, but by just 4 points, although soon to be 5, courtesy of that note scored in the amp from Red Tie. And speaking of, Red Tie across field, trying to grab a note from the human player. Their second try, they come back with it. And both of our alliances have their amps full, 2 notes apiece. They still have a few seconds left in which they can try and amplify. We'll see who makes it there first. Unfortunately, seems Deep Blue's shot first falling a little bit short for Blue, perhaps, but Blue now amplifying that speaker, pulling ahead. Blue with a more sizable lead now. As with 15 seconds left, we are into our endgame period. Phantom Cats on the Red Alliance, their stage is spotlit with a high note, trying to get up in the air. 5 seconds left. Seems like their alliance partners also joining them on the stage. 3 seconds left. Blue Robots rushing into park, and Phantom Cats trying to get up in the air. With the score of 55-36. Blue Alliance picking up 3 ranking points, and Red Alliance earning 1, as both alliances earned that Melody bonus RP. And now, for another look at that match, let's take it over to our game analysts.
You know, Andrew, I'm sitting over here. I've got this big, dumb smile on my face because 4669 just hit the field. I love watching this robot. It's a dream to watch and a nightmare to play against. They got the diorama board of doom, folds up, folds out, and they are blocking subwoofer shots left and right. It forces Red to play in such an awkward situation, right? You only have so many protected zones. If you're a close range shot, you're not going to be able to get in past the friction of a tank drive. And then if you're lucky enough to get in, they might just clip you with their wings and block your shot. I mean, how did it look on the Red side of the field?
Oh my God, I'm laughing. This was such a fun match to watch, especially because 4669. I mean, so I paid attention. They got the blocker out. I counted. 1 note was scored in the speaker on their watch by the Red Alliance. 1 note. They blocked everything but 1 note, and that's because all 3 robots went up at the same time. That was such good defense. It was the perfect match for them. All their opponents preferred to shoot from the subwoofer, and they just blocked it the whole time. It was fantastic. Red Alliance, they were smart though, and I got to give them so many props for this. They pivoted their strategy somewhat early on to focus as much on the amp as possible. You're not going to be scoring a lot of points at the amp, but what they did get was that Melody ranking point for getting those 15 notes in, because those notes can be scored in the speaker or the amp for that ranking point. So Red Alliance realized, hey, this defense is way too good. We're not going to be able to score. We're going to try, but we're not going to be able to score in the speaker. So realistically, the best shot for us is put them in the amp, and they did. They got the ranking point. They walked away with something. Everyone dropped a little bit except for 9519, but they would have dropped so much more if they didn't get that 1 ranking point. So that's huge for them.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, the amplification bonus in the speaker, getting those extra points is really great, but the amp itself is only worth 1 point as opposed to the normal 2 for the speaker and the 5 for an amplified shot. Red Alliance had all the possibility to amplify their speaker. Never an opportunity, though, right? There's just never a chance for them to get in and edge out some space against 4669. 1458 as well, Red Tie Robotics, great auto. Couple shots missed, but they get a really early lead for the Blue Alliance, and they're just running simple cycles. Keep them up, keep them going, keep the points scored. We're going to get into qualification match 69 in just a moment. Let's throw it back